Open the, I'll make a motion to open the water meeting, pay the bills, and accept the minutes.
I'll second it. All in favor? All right, the claims for the water department this month were $126,775.43. Reason so high, we had a bond payment. I believe that's for the meters. We had to pay that this month, and it was $108,000. We are looking into getting a system. One of them we're looking at is Reach Alert, which is instant mass communication, where if we have a water leak or we have a boil water order, we can send out mass emails or mass text messages to everybody to let everybody know. So we're not trying to rely on radios and word of mouth and Facebook. That can be used for multiple things. So we're looking to those type of systems to help us with that. Okay, JB, you have anything to bring up for the water?
Other than we had our water sanitary inspection 2 weeks ago, and then last week we had our sewer side and sanitary inspection. We had a few minor things we need to clean up with the help of Herb and Josh. We've been knocking that out.
Turned in your form of what you're doing to the state or whatever. I think you're supposed to reply or something.
30 days.
30 days.
I'm gonna do that, I believe.
Okay. So you think you'll get everything taken care of?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said if we didn't get it within the 30 days, that, they would notify them, and it just gives us an extension on it. We've
Okay.
got a lot of,
And most of we still have to do that emergency plan.
I'm gonna ask him for a quote on doing our ERP, because we've been written up on it every year since I've been here in 2012. It's a book that you go through, it's about 40 pages.
Okay.
Got written up on the tower inspection, which he'll answer to that too, because we're gonna have to inspect the tower before we do anything with it. We ain't gonna get the grant.
Okay.
Other than that, everything's good.
Hear anything else about the grant?
Nothing new about the grant. Last we heard, that was at the NDOT engineers desk. And they were gonna make comments and send it back to Commonwealth, but we haven't heard anything since. That's been over a month ago. Okay, you have anything else on water, Herb, or?
I've got some signs ordered for the wells down there, for the wellhead protection. I just sent a message back, see when they're gonna be done. Probably be done next week, and we'll have to put poles up, put signs up. No trespassing signs, get in, compliance with the wellhead protection plan. The Reach Alert, are you gonna go ahead and take?
We'll look at that. We'll probably make a decision next meeting.
Next meeting?
Yeah.
Do you know which one that is Princeton uses?
I think it's the same one. They're listed here as one of them.
They have an example of Princeton on their thing.
Owensville.
I went and talked to, I was in the mayor's office, and she got talking about the Reach Alert. Explained it to me and give me information I sent out. I got a quote on it. And they really like it. Owensville likes it also.
I think the mayor's secretary handles it. She
Yeah,
types it
she
all
showed
up,
me
sends it
how
out.
that worked. It's really nice program for the cost, I think. Like I said, on the signs, wellhead protection, JB, I will be trying to find some screen. Everybody I talk to says go to the hardware store and get it. But the hardware store screen, my opinion, is not strong enough for what they want it to do, so I'll have to put that behind that screen that we already have there.
And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as that screen's there.
Yeah, I'll put that behind there and get that, so the animals, the bugs, copper survey, we're on the second phase of it. We got about 35 more days to get it in. So Jacob and I are gonna be going around talking to water customers, maybe this weekend, maybe next week, till we get all this survey done and get it sent in, so we're in compliance on that. We're about to run out of time. I wish back when it first started, somebody or all of us or somebody would have went to the trainings and got to learn really what we're supposed to do, but we're learning piece at a time,
Mhm.
right, Jacob?
We probably aren't the only town or city that's behind on it.
So
We're probably ahead of most people.
There's towns that told them they're not gonna do it.
yeah, I've heard of towns that say they're not gonna do it, but I'd be nervous about not doing it.
Yeah,
So, we will get it done.
somebody I know said they're just gonna, they told them if they got 10% a year, that'd be okay.
Well, they're just nitpicking, I did just nitpicking down to the day, you know, they're gonna run to the courthouse.
It's really a job to get it done.
Sure.
It really is. And then when we give that letter, we've got 3 letters, we either give them unknown, we give them a copper, or we give them a galvanized letter. Then, you know, we're gonna have to turn around and explain that to everybody.
It's my understanding that you have to replace from the tap into their house, and that's like we can't do it.
To the meter.
You're gonna,
You've got to replace from the meter to their house,
yeah. So you're
on
gonna
their
have-
property.
Yeah. So you're
Government
gonna have
says
to
that,
hire-
I don't get that.
You're gonna have to hire a plumber to do that.
Now-
I'm sure our insurance would cover it.
I can't tell you what is down there from the meter to the main without digging it up. And that's what we talked about on the grant, is getting that grant to come in there and do that, suck them holes to see what's down there. There's no way for me to report that without digging it up. I don't know.
Cause if you suck a hole right here, right off the main, and it's copper there, it doesn't mean.
Doesn't
another
mean-
3 foot, it might be galvanized.
Doesn't mean it goes all the way out to the main.
Yeah. They're just
But-
getting worse and worse.
IDIM says we are responsible for.
It ain't Friday at noon.
For it all the way to the house, and then the customer is responsible in the
I
house.
turned my phone off, so.
Yeah.
That turned off up there.
It probably is, cause it's super annoying when it goes
Mhm.
off. You can turn that off.
It's gonna be a thunderstorm.
Steph, do you have anything on water?
I do not.
Okay.
Motion to close then?
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Well, I'll make a motion to, open the town meeting, accept the minutes, and pay the claims. Second the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the claims for the town were $123,376.61. Of that, $115,687 went to the community crossings paving in town. So that's why it was so.
100,000 doesn't get you very much paved roads, I tell you.
No. Of that 115 though, our portion was about 120, was about $23,000. So the rest of it was supplied by NDOT. So we got all that paving done basically for $23,000, which still sounds like a lot of money, but for paving, it's not.
Well, it's so dull.
1 minute test, 3 minutes emergency.
Is there anything on the radar? Did you check?
Green. Coming down.
Somebody fell asleep and jumped on the button or something, or?
Probably that little black cloud up there that comes scaring somebody.
Okay, well,
It could be down clear by.
It could be, the Hopscotch could be anywhere. Oakland City,
Lots of times it is down by Hobson.
I don't, I guess they can't control it.
I'm gonna ask Kelly if she wants to.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go first since you're here, so you don't have to listen through all of it?
And my husband.
Okay.
We do have a basement here though. We have to go outside to get down.
Okay, do you want to talk about what you want to bring up, or?
You guys told me to be here.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
The park board. She's
The park
interested
board,
in
in the park, interested in the park board?
Yeah, I mean, I got 5 kids, so it kinda makes sense for me to want to kinda contribute, seeing as I've probably
Okay.
got most kids in the neighborhood.
Like I said, we just need to probably get several people together involved with that,
Mhm.
where we can.
And I
really
did get
going.
with Greg, Wright from Princeton, and he said, or I'm waiting for him to get back, but there is a possibility of there being, park grants that you can apply for, so he's supposed to be getting back with me as
Mhm.
far as what the qualifications are for all that, how to apply, like what, I mean, worst cases they say no, but there is a parks thing that they have used for when they did the South Side Park, I believe, and so, I mean, every little bit would help.
Mhm.
But I mean, I took my kids there the last week, and I mean, it really was bad. I mean, the swings are broken, the slide, and I guess I didn't realize that even how bad it was. You really can't go down the slides because of all the paint chipping and the rust. It's so sharp going down the slides.
Mhm.
And there's really not anything that really is younger kid friendly because everything's so high. I mean,
Mhm.
my 7-year-old was having a hard time getting on. I guess I just never really realized how bad it was until we really went there. And it's sad because, I mean, you want the kids to have a safe place to play and,
You know what's sad about it? Every time you go up there, the swings are ripped around the frames. It's been painted up. They throw rocks on the slides. They tear everything up there. That's what the sad part is about. You put a sign up there and it says supervision by adults. They don't do that. They just rip the sign down. It's a bad deal.
Mhm. So I guess really we just need to get a few people together to form a park board and then look at what we got, evaluate it and see what we need. Like I said, the thing I've found on grants, going for grants for other things, there's always a match.
yeah.
So if you go for $30,000, they're gonna want you to come up at least 10-20%.
But
So-
even if we had, I mean, if you had some of the local people even donate $10, if you had
Yeah.
100, I mean, every little bit's gonna help. And two, I don't know if it'd be a possibility, I mean, we could, I mean, I know it's Princeton and it's not Patoka, but there's no places to eat here in Patoka. So maybe if we volunteered, if while we're doing something to it, that we put a sign along the thing advertising their business.
Mhm.
Maybe businesses would be willing to donate some money since, I mean, we're eating in Princeton, you know what I mean? I mean, worst case they say is no.
Mhm.
But I mean, even if it was $50, $50.
Mhm. Yeah, just, that's why we need a few people on there, put your heads together like you just came up with some ideas and, See if we can find money.
A wonderful person to be appointed to the park board.
yeah. Well, I'm sure
I've
she-
done PTO and everything, so.
She doesn't wanna do it all herself though,
I just don't
so.
wanna be doing it all myself, cause like I said, I still got 5 kids, so that's
So we'll
a
have-
lot in
yeah.
itself.
So we'll have to look around, see if we can find a few more volunteers. We'll post that in the, meeting minutes and asking for a few more volunteers and have a full board and start looking at ideas.
And something had to be set up through the attorney on that, since it's kind of a,
Well, there is, I don't know, actually a town ordinance that allows the council president to set it up, but, yeah.
I wonder if there's like bylaws or something you would have to
I don't know if
follow.
there's bylaws, we had it out one time.
He
We
says I'm
had,
good.
we had laws one time.
There it is.
Okay.
Written up, but another thing you can do, they used to have a can out at the
It'd
filling
be-
station out there, donations that people would drop.
I'm sure Sandy would let us put a little, jar on the counter at the Patoka, at the Trade Mart
They
even.
used to have fire department and park out there.
Yeah, it'd be a park advisory committee. It's resolution 1994.
That's the last time we had a park board?
Well, that's when they first
I was born
started
in
talking about it.
1994.
Yeah. So,
That's,
Sorry.
that's when we put the park together.
Time flies by.
Yeah, we put some of those, that slide and everything together out there.
The Lions Club, Princeton, they somehow got a grant, contacted us and asked us if we needed some stuff, and we said, yep, because they heard we was doing a park there.
And that might be another place to look for money, is some benevolent, organizations.
Where at?
Some of the organizations in
Toyota.
Princeton too, Elk and,
I'm
Knights
a
of
member of the
Columbus.
Eagles, I'm sure they'd
Yeah.
be willing to.
And you're right, you could put sponsor signs on the fence, you know, with people's name on them, and they get $50 a year or so,
Yeah.
whatever.
And it's obviously not gonna be something that's gonna be done over time, you're looking
No,
at
it's-
like a year, if not longer,
Oh,
away
yeah.
to be able to, at least advertise it
Yeah.
there, cause I'm gonna be honest, it really probably does have, the equipment needs to be gutted.
Mm-hmm.
And that's $1,000 alone there, I was looking
Yeah.
up, and most playgrounds, when I was researching, is anywhere from 30,000 to 75,000 by the
Mhm.
time so I mean, like I said, $50 in my business adds up quick, and, oh, it's,
Nothing's cheap.
nope,
Even the stuff you gotta put underneath it now in case the kid falls, it's like that rubber stuff or stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got pea gravel,
We
that
put
was.
pea
I-
gravel.
I-
You said it,
why not?
I don't think it's got like mulch or sawdust.
Cause I feel like mulch would be the work of me,
We
splinters
used
and
pea gravel,
everything,
and
I
that was
like
what
the
they
pea gravel.
recommended back then to keep, because of the dust, the
In
chips,
19
wood chips and stuff like
1994.
that.
I know a lot of people have used that, recycled tar, tire and stuff that's
there you go.
cheaper, but I mean, then it ends up black and coming to the house. But,
Well, we'll keep your name because we love volunteers.
like I said, I got 5 kids, so it kinda
Oh,
only
yeah.
seems right for me to try to help.
Let's see if we can, if you know anybody, contact, or I'll look around too, see if
I'm
there's
just
anybody
waiting
else.
for Gray to get back as far as, I mean, whether we do anything with it, at least we have the information and now at least how to proceed forward a little bit.
You wanna send Craig a thing, see if there's any.
Yeah, we could send,
There is.
yeah, we could send
There's
Craig
state
some,
ones and there's, like,
ask him
federal,
too. He
and
seems
then
to know about
federal
every-
ones.
seems to have,
We can reach out to our, engineering company, and they usually know what grants are available and see if there's anything for playgrounds,
Okay.
so. He's pretty good about getting
Yeah,
back
Craig.
with us.
pretty much has his pulse on a lot of
They
the small
usually
towns and
sell
stuff,
the
so.
deadline, it's like a once a year thing that you, with the parks grants and everything, so when it is, I don't got a clue, I'm sure there's several there, but.
I'm not sure we have enough room in
Might have to expand.
It's, everything's
Oh,
so
I got it.
expensive. Seems to me like,
Well-
I helped at the Brumfield school.
Might wanna
That
hold on
playground
going
was
home.
like
I'm like, well, we'll bounce on that one, my husband's hungry.
Okay,
Getting hungry.
stay dry out there.
Holy smokes.
Did you? You see Dorothy?
Is that a funnel cloud?
Yeah, I drove like right through,
Wow.
like right by Walmart.
Huh.
As long as it didn't run into a yellow pole. We have, an ordinance we have to do a first reading on. It is a stormwater ordinance. It establishes a stormwater, it's a stormwater department, is what we're calling it. Patoka Stormwater Management Department. Do I have to read all of it, or just read? Just to, whereas the town of Patoka, Indiana has stormwater system that needs rehabilitation, modifications, or replacement. Town of Patoka does not have any funding spent on water system, stormwater system, and believes best interest of the town is to raise funds to assist in the upkeep and maintenance of stormwater system. We will adopt and improve, establish a stormwater fund, stormwater monthly charge, may be amended or modified to town council. What we'll be doing is adopting a stormwater fee that will be added to your, water, bill each month. It'll be $5.01 for every month. And this will go to help replace some of the stormwater that management that hasn't been done for the past 60 years. We have some pipes over on Spring Street. Spring Street is starting to sink, and it backs up and floods during heavy rains. There's a lot of open ditches that go up that would be northeast Mill Street. We have some drainage over on the west side of town. I think it starts above, was it Cottonwood, and then goes down past 3rd, 2nd, and then cuts across West Street. There's a ditch there that the pipes there probably haven't been looked at for a long time. There's some areas along Grave Street that probably need to have extra drainage taken care of. So that's what we're looking at, establishing this. $5 was the minimum that we had to have to make this ordinance, to comply with the rules. So that's what we'll be doing. We are having, this will be the first reading of this. It'll also be posted on Facebook. We will have a second reading, but we will also have a public hearing on this at the Patoka Methodist Family Life Center on 203 Spring Street. It'll be on June 24th at 6 p.m. will be the public hearing for this. Okay, I covered that. Daryl, do you have anything from your report?
There's an update on the vehicle ordinance violations I've dealt with. Everybody is either compliant or has gotten rid of them on their own. I've not had to tag any. And I've noticed a couple others that have actually disappeared without me even talking to them, so apparently the word's getting around.
So 4 people got rid of their cars, just FYI.
I'm going to be interviewing a possible reserve officer tomorrow evening. Everything checks out. I don't know if you guys wanted to have an executive so you could interview, talk to him, whatever.
Yeah, we'll probably need to have after you kind of talk to him, then we'll meet in an executive session. We can all talk to him too.
Our first meeting next month is the 10th. I didn't know if you wanted to do it then or sooner, or I can let you know.
Okay, yeah, we could probably
After
do it.
the interview.
We interviewed Jacob for one of the meetings, just made it 6 o'clock, and so that worked. Have an executive meeting before on July 10th.
So far, he's checking out pretty good, so that's him interviewing tomorrow. Also, tomorrow, I'm going to the multi-hazard mitigation plan meeting, training, whatever you want to call it, for the town. I'll be representing the town, so. And that's just a 5-year update on the plan for various hazards, storms and flooding and stuff like that. That's about all I know about it right now. I'll find out more tomorrow.
It's like train going off the bridge. Train
Derailments,
going up.
it's, I don't know what, apparently they've got a plan, and every 5 years they gotta update it or whatever, so that, from what I gather, this is kind of what that is, but every town has to have a representative.
That'd be something else we could use that reach out for, something. We have an emergency like that. Okay.
And that's all I got tonight.
Okay. Herb, you have anything else on town?
No, I can't think of anything rather this moment. Do you anything?
No. Everything going pretty smoothly, getting things taken care of?
We're working on it. Takes time, and the weather's not cooperating too well right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be at the, let's go get hot.
I like it when it's hot.
Steph, do you have anything else for the town? Good, I think we covered everything
I
on.
might ask you, Mark, the
Mhm.
millings that we have up there, can we go ahead and use them, extend that road on down where we're working by the well to keep, IDM from beating us up because they can't drive down there?
Yes, we might as well maintain that. And we gotta put something down there where we can drive back there, or she'll come back and write us up again.
I don't think we'll make it all the way back to the well, but we could, get it down there far enough that it looks good. Make an effort, that's what we've been doing, we've got about
Picture of
20% of it, right?
Sure.
It'd be about the best place to use it that I know of right at this time.
Mhm. Yeah, next time we have to do a community crossings, we do milling, but,
If that
have a
has
plan,
some,
plan
let
for
me
how,
know, because they can all down there and spread it, easier than that weekend,
we can add that in,
yeah.
see what the cost be to spread it, or a cost would be to just dump
At
it.
least get
different-
it down there where we can spread it.
Yeah,
We had an old box scraper up at the maintenance building, and we had that old ditch mower that had the connection on it for the skid steer. We're gonna take that plate off and we're gonna mount it to that box scraper, so we can spread that rock better, and even snow if we have to, or any gravel or anywhere, anything.
yeah, it'd be something good to use for alleys that are gravel.
Yeah, we can, we might have to spend a little money to get it done, but once we get it done, it'll be a good piece of equipment for us, for that skid steer.
Don't break our budget.
Second, another thing we're gonna do, we're gonna improve that lock deposit box over there. We're gonna extend it, make it a little bigger at the bottom where letters will just fall on down in there.
Okay.
We may think we may have lost one, we don't know sure, can't say, but we need to work on that, get that improved.
So, check ever cashed? No,
It was a check,
yeah,
it was a check, but it never did show up anywhere. Sometimes, I guess, if on the 15th, they pretty well bring them in here and put them in, and they sometimes don't get all the way pushed down in there. And they start stacking up, and then people can get a hold of them, we'll make the box where it falls down down to where they can't just get it. That's all for me.
Anybody have anything else to bring up? I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
second.
All in favor? Aye.